This weekend, I have 251 meals to fulfill. This is quite frankly the wildest weekend of meal prep that I have ever experienced. This weekend, I have 251 meals to fulfill. This is my second biggest week of meals literally ever since I started. So I'm very nervous, I'm very excited, and I'm gonna try and take you along for as much as I can remember to record in this long weekend. So let me start by showing you kind of the setup that I've got. Over here, I always have my 2 tables set up. We typically will lay out all of the containers and dish out the meals here. It just is very nice to have the extra table space. So right now I have all of my meat thawing out. I have a lot to cook today, a lot of meat to cook. So these are thawing out. Computer is ready to go because I do write all of the ingredients and the macros and all that stuff on a sheet for the customers, so I will show you that at the end. Then island is completely cleaned off, ready to go, sanitized. Dishes are done and going. I typically do like 6 loads of dishes in a week, and that's about average. So this one's not counting because it's not cooking stuff. So rest of the kitchen is cleaned. Got all of my food over there. Everything else is in the fridge, and we are ready to go. I'm starting with the birthday cake energy bites. So I just have my setup here. You can see my recipe if you want. I don't have any birthday cake or cake pop protein powder, so what I'm gonna do is just use vanilla and then throw in some cake batter flavoring instead of the vanilla extract. So that'll give it the birthday cake flavor. And then instead of, on the recipe, instead of chocolate chips, I'm going to do sprinkles. Turned out beautiful. I ended up doubling the cake batter flavoring in it, but the peanut butter is just very overpowering, and so it still pretty much tastes like peanut butter. I didn't have the cake pop protein powder from Bucked Up. It's not gonna be here till Monday, so I had to improvise. So it's one of those where it is what it is type of things, and I just do what I can do and move on. Every week I do an overnight oats recipe. So this week we are doing Almond Joy. So I kind of just lay it all out, do an assembly line, and I'm just gonna put all the dry ingredients in now, and then I will do the wet ingredients as the last thing that I do. Over here, I've got ground beef and then ground sausage cooking up. So this takes forever, especially when I have like 9 of each. So doing that, then they go onto some paper towel, drain them, and then I put them into the fridge in a container. Over here, I have a bunch of peppers and onions, and one of my meals is a skillet meal. So I'm just gonna cut them all up and then put them into a container so I can easily grab them tomorrow. to ground beef. I'm starting on the ground turkey now. And then I am getting ready to start the second extra. I got the birthday cake energy bites done. So now I'm gonna do some coconut cream pie bowls. And these, I got the recipe from Shuggy on Instagram. I love her stuff. So that's what I'm working on next. It up beautifully. I don't know. Come on. Yeah. Okay, it is 5:30 on Friday night and I'm still going. I took a little bit of a break earlier and left for a while, but now I'm back and at it. So got a lot going on. Let me kind of show you. This is when the kitchen starts to become a nightmare while I have a lot of stuff going on and I'm doing 2 different meals. So it'll get cleaned up. I don't freak out because I'm in the middle of it right now. Okay, all of this stuff, I am making some peanut butter banana baked oats. I have one that I just pulled out of the oven. So then I will slice up some bananas, drizzle some PB Fit on top. It smells delicious. This chicken is literally still frozen. You can see the ice on it and it's been out all freaking day. So the chicken, the veggies here are all going into these chicken fajita skillets. So I'm getting those. These are almost done. They just need to be stirred up and put some cheese on the top and let them melt. And then those are done. I have another oats in there and then my pizza bowl for dinner. I set all of my containers out over here. These are what's left. And then I dish them out based on how many servings there are and then let them cool and then they go straight into the fridge. It is 7:20 on Friday night. I am calling it quits. I have one more batch of the baked oats that's in the oven, so I'm waiting on that. I'm gonna hop in the shower while I'm waiting on that to finish. And then once it cools, it'll go in the fridge. I have my second load of dishes for the weekend ready. As soon as those pans come out, I just need to wash them and throw them in the dishwasher. But I'm pretty much cleaned up. Let me show. Pretty much cleaned up. I just have to clean the island as soon as all this stuff is out of the way. And then dishes are cleaned up. All of those are clean. So the kitchen's cleaned. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm gonna be done for the night after this. So I will check in tomorrow. This is quite frankly the wildest weekend of meal prep that I have ever experienced. It is a little after 5 o'clock on Saturday night. We lost power at 10:30-ish last night and it still is not back on and we still have no idea when it's coming back on. So I really haven't done much today because I was kind of waiting around to see. We got generators going on the fridges so food is fine, but I'm attempting to get some stuff done now. My dad's the real MVP because he gave me 2 battery operated generators. So I've got one back here on the stove to cook some of the meat in on the fridge in here. And then I have another one here that I've got on my Instant Pot and then my rice cooker. So I'm at least getting something done. I'm trying to get just like one meal done right now because that's all that I have like the bandwidth for. And then getting them like into the fridge as soon as they're cooled. So that's what I'm doing. I'm very stressed, but it is what it is. It's one of those days where it is what it is. I can't change it, so I'm trying not to stress about it. Here's my little setup for the Bang Bang turkey bowls. This is going to go down as the hardest and most exhausting weekend of meal prep that I have ever done. So we lost power Friday night at like 10:30 and Saturday morning we set up generators and I shoved everything out into 2 of the fridges. So we had those 2 going. And then I just kind of chilled all day Saturday because I was like, well, they said it could come on pretty quick, so I don't want to start doing anything, which I didn't sleep very well that night because I was just anxious about it. And then on Saturday afternoon, I was like, I'm gonna have to start doing something. And so thankfully my dad had 2 battery powered generators, and so he let me borrow those. And so I was able to use my Instant Pot and a small skillet and get 1 meal done on Saturday afternoon. And then Sunday morning, so then Saturday night we went to the next town over so we could have dinner. And then when we came back, we were like, oh, the lights are on, like surely we ended up having power, right? No, wrong. So everybody in the houses across the street from us got power, and the rest of the town, but like our side of the street, and then some of the people behind us did not, because there was a tree down all the way at the end of the road. So they got power last night at like 7ish. We didn't get power today until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I was able to keep my Instant Pot and the skillet going today. I did have a helper today, and then used my air fryer a little bit as well. And then my dad came over later and brought me a bigger skillet, which was helpful. And then we just had the battery powered generators going. So like we would take one to the studio, charge it, and then use this other one, and then just kind of like rotate them. It has literally been the longest day, and I did not sleep at all last night either. So I am exhausted. I'm not even gonna show you what my kitchen looks like because I'm dreading, like I'm just looking around dreading this because I know I have to clean it all up too. I did have everything into the dishwasher, like dirty dishes. So as soon as the power came on, I was like ready and started it and got that would be the 3rd load going. This is now the 4th load. I probably have 1 more load because then a lot of the other stuff needs to be hand washed, like the skillets and stuff. Yeah, literally the longest weekend ever, which is crazy how it conveniently was one of the biggest. So yeah, I didn't even get to show you like packaging up meals and anything like that. So this is just not my typical weekend meal prep, but hopefully I get this edited in time and then can do another one next weekend. So stay tuned. I'm sure that I will show more of these, and I'm just thankful that you're here. Thanks for going on this journey with me. And if you have any like specific questions about this, let me know in the comments so I can get those answered for you.